Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay.
And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018, the Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay. Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Flacco right back to work after the pick 6. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsay. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. Adrian Phillips, an all-pro as a special teamer last year, in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Emmanuel Sanders.
A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
One more time with Lindsey. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Check 24, check 24.
This is the former Spartan from San Jose, Tyler Irvin. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 24. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. The give running right, it's Irvin. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
He was brought down by Chris
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
The second down carry for Irvin. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. Badgley able to punch this one through. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Flacco on the give to Lindsey. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Tackle made by Adrian Phillips.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Flacco. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Flacco from the gun. And that is incomplete. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Incomplete on 1st down. Now Flacco on 2nd. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The old Cal Bear, Brandon Mebane, gets the sack. Now after the sack, Flacco and the Broncos come up 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Joe Flacco. And he's going to go down again. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Charger drive about to get going, and they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 95 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut that.
And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Quick dash. Go. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 49. Check 49.
Throwing, Rivers. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Throw to the right here to Gordon. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They go with Irvin to start the drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Delta. Hey, Echo.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Right side caught by Jackson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing Rivers. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Rivers. They'll set up the screen here to Justin Jackson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
0.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Load it. Keep it skinny. Watch the twist.
Rivers now from the 50. Going deep for Benjamin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And this one will be brought back to the 22. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Flacco. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. 1st and 10 here for Flacco. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jeff Hireman, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. McManus's point after is good, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way.
There goes Melvin Gordon. Past the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there by Gordon. 65 yards on the ground.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Irvin on the carry. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
He's not going to get me.
Right back to Irvin. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Check 390, 180.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. Badgley's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line Isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the side. Wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision. Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Clock will try again on 2nd down. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Check 3.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep blow with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. McKenzie now to return it. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Back, back, back.
On 2nd down now, Irvin. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Step 180, round 80. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Hey, hey, hey. There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. We ain't white. Shift, behind.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Round 80. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
On first down, Irvin trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll try to right side this time here with Gordon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Set, black 15. Check, 47. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the gun, Rivers. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 33. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They'll run with Irvin. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Let's go. Kill.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now Gordon. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger, and dominance is
Gordon. You've been watching the NFL on